Okay, it's going perfect. All right, so this week in Reading Phonics, one of our skills that we're going to work on is called root words. And I know we talked a little bit about it last week, and we learned that root words are the main word. So we think of a tree that is growing in the ground, and underneath the ground are the roots of the tree. And if you don't have the root of the tree, it'll die. You won't have the trunk, you won't have the leaves, you won't have all the parts of the tree. So the roots are the main, in a root word, it's the main word, okay? So a root word is the part of a word that carries meaning. Is what does it mean? Root words are usually from different languages, and they help us understand the meaning of the word. So a lot of our root words come from other languages, not English, but other languages. There are 3 parts to a word, and we'll learn this all through 2nd grade this year. There's the prefix, there's the base, and there's the suffix. Not all words have each of these parts. A root word can be each of these parts. So a word could have 3 parts to it. Maybe it only could have 1. Maybe it could have 2. But it can have up to 3 parts. Now think of our words. In our words, we have our base word. Every word has a base word. Carson, would you put that at your desk, please? Then we have our suffix, which is at the end of the word. And then we have our prefix, which is at the beginning of the word. And Mrs. Murphy always numbers prefixes are at the beginning because did you guys ever go to preschool? Some of you might have. If you went to preschool, that was before you actually had to come to school and go to kindergarten. So I remember like preschool is like a prefix, it's like at the beginning of the word. Okay? Now, to figure out a new word, you need to separate the root word from the endings. And the endings are S, ES, and ING. And those endings mean now. So if a word has S, ES, or ING, we have learned it means it's happening right now. That's what the suffix is telling us, is happening right now. That word is happening right now. Now, ED, we learned, means it happened in the past. So if a root word has an ED ending, it means it already happened in the past. Now, look at each word. Draw a line between the root word and the ending. So we're going to have to do this on our paper today. We're going to have to look at the word and find the base word of the root word and then draw a line through the ending. Okay? So the first one is kind of tricky. It's the word closed. Now, Mrs. Murphy closed my book. Closed. Now, what do you think the root word is on this one, Addie?
ED.
Addie?
ED.
ED. Now, this was a little tricky because my base word is close. So I'm going to write close here. And now, if I already did it, we have to add ED. But guess what happens if we just add ED like that? What happens, Ingrid?
There's 2 E's.
2 E's, and then it changes the word to closed. Closed.
That's a non-word.
And it's not a word. So what we have to do is, if the word ends in an E, we either drop the E
and another E
and add ED, or my 2nd graders said last year, guess what you do? Just add a
E.
Just add a D. So, just add a D. So if it ends in an E, all you have to do is add the D. So Mrs. Murphy is going to, it is kind of silly, I'm going to draw a line right here to show you that this is our base word, close, and then this is our suffix, which is ED, okay? And that was not a very good S, you're right.
It was horrible.
Okay, now the next word is opening. Who can find the base word? What do you think it is, Brooklyn?
It's the ING.
Okay, that's the suffix. So this is the suffix.
Opening.
What's the root word? What's the main word?
Opening.
No? You're saying the whole word, honey. What's the main word, the root word?
The what word is ing?
No, don't say it. Just say this, Brooklyn.
Open.
Open. That's the
Open.
main word, open. Now, if you add the suffix ing, that means it's happening right now. So like if we're opening our presents, we're doing it right now.
Or opening the school.
Where are you guys going?
No one knows.
No, thank you. You don't get out when Mrs. Murphy's teaching. Okay, the next word is pushes. Who could find the root word or the base word? I know Addie can. She's paying attention. Can anyone else besides Ingrid and Addie in Brooklyn? Ellie. Push. Good job. Push is my base word, and I have to add an ES to show that's happening now. Like she pushes the swing. Okay. The next word is jumps. Who can find the base word? Tyson. Okay, you're adding another suffix, which is ing. But I don't want to add that suffix.
ES.
No. What's the main word? Jumps.
Push.
Is it jump or No, that's the suffix. So the main word is jump. Good job, Tyson. So jump is what's happening. And then you add an S to show what's happening now. Jumps. Okay, the next one. Let's see if you guys can all find the root word on looking. Eli, what is it?
Look.
Look. So on this one, the base word or the root word is look, and I add ing to show that it's happening right
Now.
right now. Okay, so next week when we go to our centers, you will be playing a root word game where you'll be working on looking for that root word, that main word, okay? These at the end are called the suffixes. They are what happens at the end of the word. So think of this. I really like this picture that I found. When it's not letting me go back. But when you look at this, I like to think about it. The root word has the base, but sometimes the word has a prefix, and sometimes it has a suffix to it. Okay? All right.
Where is that word what's all the way up at the top?
No, please leave it. Okay? All right, now what we're going to do, second graders, is we're going to do the worksheet that goes this week with root words. And it is already at your desk. And so what I need you to do is put your name at the top, and then we're going to do A and B all together. Okay? So tiptoe back to your desk.